Police in the coastal city of Kodiak advising residents to evacuate. A tsunami watch was up for parts of Hawaii. It's now being cancelled. Let's bring in meteorologist Pedram Njamaheri. Pedram, bring us up to date with the very latest, if you could.
You know, Isa, when you look at this part of the world, this arc of the Aleutian Islands here is among the most seismically active on our planet. We know millions of earthquakes rock our planet every single year, and this particular region home to tens of thousands of these quakes. And when you take to this magnitude of 8.2, it is as impressive as it gets. And we often say it is not earthquakes that kill people, it is buildings, it is structures that do so. And this quake happened at 2:16 a.m. Eastern time. So a lot of people across this region, even in Alaska, late into the evening and overnight hours there, people asleep, and makes it kind of a dangerous go. It was a shallow quake, 20 miles deep and about 500 miles south-southwest of Anchorage. All of these are important variables. But the quake was in an isolated area, far away from Anchorage, far away from high population zones. So the tsunami becomes a primary concern, not the shaking, especially since it was over water, not over land. But you take a look, a quake of this magnitude historically produces at least one aftershock with a 7.2 magnitude, impressive by its own right. And then you notice magnitudes of 6.2, 5.2, you can get into the hundreds, and we've already seen dozens of 5+ aftershocks occur across this region in the last couple of hours since the initial quake occurred. But take a look at this. The largest quakes on our planet: Chile, number 1, 9.5, Alaska, 1964, 9.2, come all the way back to 2010's 8.8. Again, speaks to the significant potential of this, but the USGS says, based on the location, the movement of the plates here, we don't expect any damage or significant damage with this particular quake, but the tsunami concern remains high. Now, on our planet, only one quake on average exceeds 8.0 or greater every single year. This could be the one here for 2021. Notice 15 of them get up to the 7.0 or greater, and then you kind of see how the numbers break down. But looking at the strong tsunami, the strong quake here, and the tsunami wave propagation models, kind of see where they end up. Right there, the tsunami warnings, as Isa noted, are right there along the Aleutian chains, the islands, the peninsula. That's where we think water could have been displaced as much as 4, maybe even 5 feet in spots. But also noting that the advisories across places such as the Hawaiian Islands, the watches there have been expired and allowed to cancel because we don't think much in the way of any strong waves will make it there over the next couple of hours. So again, it could have been far worse. At this point, a scary morning and night there for folks across parts of Alaska.